is like pansexual. It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be. If it's not, I don't know what they're doing.
I don't even think pansexual. I think that was
You think that was a hardcore lesbian? You guys, hey God, there's fire on the mountain. No, I don't know. Like, my crystal came out of my ring. Things are falling over.
The eclipse.
You know how many things have fallen over? That fell over. My laptop fell. This fell.
Oh my God, this eclipse is causing commotion.
You guys, please, welcome back to side A. Honestly, Lola. Honestly,
welcome back,
anything you people get today, please, just take it like that. Thank you very much. Hi guys, welcome back to Side A, the podcast. I'm Oyinda, aka Big O.
Whoa, the biggest one.
And I'm sorry guys, I'm going to be coughing throughout this episode. I just want to take a moment. I know that it's not ideal, but at the end of the day, I'm really doing my best to get better. I have tonsillitis and I have strep, and I'm getting treated, and I'll be better before the next episode. So if you hear me doing baho in the corner, I'll try to keep it to a minimum, but I'm only human. And who is this over on my, what's this left?
Apparently I'm the cough, because that was introduced before me.
I was given a disclaimer. Like, imagine you put on a podcast to relax you and somebody's
violently coughing in the back.
I'm so sorry, guys. All right.
Oh, I'm Lola. Actually, today I'm actually just Lola. Fun girl is actually not in the building because
Fun girl has left the building.
Nothing fun happening right now. How are you? Yeah, do you see how short that was? That's so anticlimactic. I know I usually give more, but you know, I'm
it's
Lola.
Okay,
hi.
Dear. They'll take you for who you are. They love you just the way you are.
Accept me.
How am I? You know what? Today I'm actually pretty good. I've been heavily depressed for the past week. It's a week and a half, maybe two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say heavily, but like there's just been a thing. You know what I mean? Like I've been in my room.
Yeah,
I've been in my room. I'll tell you that right now.
In my room.
But I'm feeling okay today. I think because I did something with my hair yesterday, it drastically improved like my mental health.
Yeah.
So, you know, hair depression is also a very real thing. I want everybody to admit that hair depression is real.
Hair depression is very real.
So I had no retwist, and I haven't gotten a retwist since the time I told you guys I got a retwist in January. So yeah, it's getting dire, but I'm good today. It's been a productive day for me, and I'm always really happy when I'm productive. So I'm chilling. How about you?
I'm having an okay day.
Are you really? I feel like you're not though.
I'm in so much pain. I had a gig yesterday, and I had to be, on my feet.
On your feet, yeah.
For a long time. So my body is definitely feeling the after effects. And then not only that, but then I came home and I decided to wear my highest pair of heels.
Oh, that's true.
To go out. So yeah, I'm feeling all the pains physically, but I would say like emotionally, I feel fine. I feel good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, your words today have been more physical.
Yeah, it's more physical. Like I
would
feel
you rather that?
No. For real? No, because my bones I feel like I'm shattering. As I'm sitting here right now.
You've made a lot of noises today that I've never heard you make before.
Wow. Take your supplements and your vitamins, kids.
For real.
Literally, like, it's not good to have bad bones. I don't even have bad bones. I think I'm just inflamed. But yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, right.
You have.
I'm also really clumsy, guys. So I have had a series of like injuries, things here and there. That's now in my early 20s.
I'm catching up with you. It's literally at 22 years old, for sure.
Where I saw my ankle yesterday and how swollen it was, that
was like that day that I came back from work.
Whoa. This is really some crazy stuff.
Yeah, there's been some physical things going on in the Amu household, in the fun house.
Yeah.
but we're doing our best.
We're doing our best, like strong soldiers at heart, actually.
We were out, quick shout out, we were at Deluxe Flux yesterday.
Deluxey Fluxy.
And DJ Ola, obviously, eternal shout out to DJ Ola. DJ Spinall was there too.
DJ Ola?
It's DJ Ola, you know? It's not DJ Ola.
Really?
That doesn't have the same ring to it. DJ Ola. DJ Ola. It's DJ Ola.
Okay.
Vibes. You know the vibes. And DJ Spinall. It was really good to
Shout out
see
to
Spinall
y'all.
for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. It was a vibe. We left at a suitable time. So yeah, that was cute. That was cute. What's
Really
on side A
nice.
for you, girl? I know what's on side A for you.
She keeps saying she doesn't
I
know what's
do,
on side A for me.
because I dare you to surprise me.
I know we would change my
I
side
dare
A.
you to shock me right now with your side A.
Change my side A, you guys.
I dare you to even change the side A. Oh yeah, now let's hear.
I would not have to wait.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Oh my god, you guys. What's on side A for me is Cowboy Carter.
I know. No shit, Sherlock. Lola has run. Approximately how many times do you think you've played that album? It's now a week and a...
I can check.
It's probably a
I
week
think I
and
can check.
a couple of days. Wait, Apple Music tells you how many times you've played something?
You can check. They'll show you your recently played and they'll show you how many times I played.
Let's see. Because do you guys I've played it a few times too. I think maybe I've played it like since it came out like last Friday. I've played it through 4 times maybe. But Lola, we've not known peace. Lola has not known peace. Me, I've known peace.
I have not known peace.
But you know what song I have run back?
Actually, the album has brought me eternal peace that I cannot stop listening to it. Yes.
Eternal Peace is a little bit dry, but sure, honey. But yeah, how do you feel about the album?
I'm feeling super great. Like, my ghost is the best. I can't find my recently listened right now, but I will show
Let's
you
say
later.
approximately 100.
Okay, 100 is a stretch, but I will say I've listened to it over 20 times now. And I just wow, what is there to ever say about somebody who is just so great? I'm not even going to say good. So great at what they do and thorough with what they do. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, Beyonce shut all of the discourse that had been happening on Twitter, like going up until that album. She shut that up. Like,
Even
that.
Azealia Banks.
Even Azealia Banks.
Because I was reading
Bruh,
Azealia Banks
like,
and I was like,
No.
You know, the thing about Azealia Banks is like, you have to read each excerpt like as its own thing, right? And you
Such
take
a
what
smart lady.
she's
Just
right,
apply
but
it to yourself, babe. Like, apply it to
Apply
yourself.
to yourself.
Like, I'm like,
We're not talking about Azealia Banks, but do you think there's anything Azealia Banks could do like now that would allow her step like into like the greatness that she was technically supposed to have?
No.
Yeah, I think it's
feel
too
like
far gone.
I feel like the world is very unforgiving.
She's also now just she's renowned, but just not
just not in the way that she should be. I feel like
right the other day, because obviously I fucking love Azealia Banks. Like I
that's my
bump
girl.
her
But
music.
I need her.
Spotify streams are up there with people who are on the like charts like right now.
No, that doesn't shock me in any way.
I'm
to
like,
be honest,
yeah, the girls.
they're
It's in
running
the
it up.
rotation
Like, 'cause
regardless.
she's very
Yeah.
talented, but as her career as like a whole,
that's not.
I feel like at this point in time, she's just
I'm even
extremely
scared
polarizing.
to talk about her, but she won't find us.
No, I love you though. Love you so much,
I don't mind
AB.
getting dragged by Azealia Banks.
Love
that
you,
ever
AB.
came
Like, if
to
you
it.
drag me, it's okay.
I feel honored. Hey.
But back to Beyonce.
Back to Beyonce.
But yeah, she hushed all of that up just real quick. That woman really knows how to record community, to kind of display acts of actually, bringing people up. I feel like that's my favorite part of the album, just how many country black artists are on there, because I did not know most of them until I saw that, and it's like, and then I actually went to even like look into their music and stuff. Amazing stuff. 10 out Adele.
Yeah, I've seen her on
Adele,
TikTok
yeah.
a lot before the album.
Wow.
And it's so funny
like,
because
she's so good.
when Beyonce like announced that the country album was coming out, Tanner like posted and she was like, oh my god, like I would love to like do a verse or whatever, blah blah blah. And somebody quoted her tweet and was like, girl, the album is already done, like relax. And it just goes to show like God knows what happened after that, where it like the like opportunity came up, or like somebody discovered what she did, or discovered her tweets, or people that supported her were probably underneath.
They work hard.
Yeah, they work hard.
So imagine
if she felt shame, where she was like, oh, I don't want to like, oh, the album is probably finished. Oh, I don't want people to like laugh at me because I'm trying to shoot a shot at an album that's already finished. Imagine if she took all those things to the brain and didn't like just say like, hey, if I can, I would love to.
Yeah.
And now she has a fucking Beyonce credit. Come on now.
Like, come on now.
You said something about like discovering things, and I think that that's my favorite part of the album. Not necessarily in terms of discovering like artists, but the amount of research
like
that the album like prompts you to do, where it's like, okay, what does this thing mean? Like, okay, let me go Google that, and then I see it and I'm like, oh shit. It makes the artistry even that more meaningful because there's just so much to like learn, and it's so substantial and like so there's body around it, and like I feel like that's what makes like that's artist and then artiste. You know what I mean?
That's artist and then that's a musician. Because Beyonce records like she performs, and I actually want us to like put that together. She records like she performs. Like she goes so hard with performing, and she doubles it when she's in a booth. And I think that's so just really just nice. And I feel like that is the ultimate like point of like creativity. And like she's reached a point where she is just making her ideas come to life. And I love that for her. And she just sounds so free every single time. Like I don't know what it is about people pissing her off that just like
she's a Virgo at the end of the day, like
just really brings something out of her. I love that woman. That's a very Virgo
thing. Like I can imagine her like taking that CMA situation so pee that like, she was like, nah.
I said during that pandemic, she was in her house stewing. On how to
you know
cause
that one
chaos.
SpongeBob,
please,
SpongeBob meme where he's like going back and forth and mumbling to himself and going crazy. Literally her. I can see that. Facts.
Oh my god.
No facts. I'm so sorry for the cough, guys.
Her muchness is just
that's an artist because
that is a star. That's a star.
It takes a lot for me to tolerate an album of 27 songs. It takes a lot.
It does not feel like 27 songs. First of all,
it really doesn't. It really doesn't. It really doesn't, because there's another artist out there that you people refuse to give up on, that has consistently released 60-song albums for the last God knows how many fucking years, and every single time y'all swear, you know what?
Anyways,
I'm not even gonna get into it.
Anyways,
I feel you.
In conclusion, I just want to say thank you, Beyonce. Thank you, Beyonce, for sharing your art. Thank you for sharing your heart, because I think that's what hits the most about
you said
your
heart
music.
At first, I was about to be like,
Okay, why? Because that's how you talk, or what? What happened?
My stomach is growling.
Oh. Well,
bitches are starving over here. Lola ate and I was left in the dust to die.
That food
anyway
kicked my ass. It was me. It's just because I was quiet.
You guys, my toxic trait is right, going to places and them having different tiers of spice on the thing.
And she'll gaslight them and she'll be like, oh.
I'll be like, yeah, of course I'm gonna get the maximum one because like duh, you know what I mean? Especially because like I'm Yoruba, like the spicy that they have here is not necessarily the type of spicy that like
but gauge the place.
Okay, but the thing is, it was also an informed decision because the last time I went there, they have whatever regular, mild, spicy, abi hot, and then spicy. Last time I went there, I got spicy and it wasn't that spicy. So I'm like, okay, No, I got hot and it wasn't that spicy, so I'm like, okay, I'll get spicy this time. Informed decision. But whoever is in the kitchen, they have very
overdoing it,
inconsistent
so
measurements.
They overdid it. It's like up to the
Also,
point where you can't
Me
enjoy
that doesn't
the
used to
shrimp.
remain food. You see how much I remained?
No, right? This girl. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh my god. Anyways, I was concluding on my Beyonce. Beyonce, like I was saying, thank you for sharing your art and your heart as well. Because honestly, I feel like that's why her albums hit so deep. Because you can tell she really believes in the work she's making, and it's coming from her heart, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't thought about I've not had any other thoughts. Like, I'm so sorry to everybody who's released in the past week. Shout outs Bryson Tiller and who else released? And Doja Cat and
in the past week?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Because I was going to say past
There's been a
month.
bunch. Oh my
Tyler.
god.
Shout out Tyler. Amazing.
That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, we didn't
but
get a
still,
chance
amazing
to talk about it. Yeah, shout out Tyler.
Running.
8 girls
Running.
doing it for us. Love you. What's
I'm
on side
sorry.
A for me? I don't really have a side A, but what's on side A for me is Aries season. It's about to be my birthday. If it's my birthday by the time you're watching this, my birthday is on April 16th.
Yeah.
Go on my Instagram and wish me happy birthday and tell me how hot and sexy and fly I
And send her
am.
money.
And send me
Like,
funds.
oh, happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Great.
Here are funds. Put it in the
here's some money.
Yeah. Send the girl a
Her
little
cash app is in
coin.
the bio.
I will not be putting my cash app in the bio.
No. Don't you know the meme? Like, link in the bio, like pussy in the bio.
Whenever people like, obviously there's sometimes when people need things or like we're raising money for this and that, but sometimes when people are just blatantly begging on the TL,
Yeah.
I'm just like, girl, don't do that.
I mean, some people are really struggling. Also, people need housing.
No. Let me tell you, there's a difference between struggling and what these people have been doing. I'll give you an example the next time I find one.
Okay.
Yeah, what's on side A for me is Aries season. Shout out to all the Aries in my life.
Shout
I
out
have
to
a
the
bunch.
Rams. Shout out to the
Shout out to all the
Rams.
Aries bitches. Y'all are real as fuck. We're real as fuck. I mean, April Aries over March Aries, but at the end of the day,
One family,
one family, one house. If it's your birthday soon, drop that in the comments and we'll wish you happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I am going on vacay for my birthday to Belize with my bestie Cormian. I'm very excited.
Period.
Birthday trip.
Birthday trip. Literally so excited for you. It's
I'm
gonna
so
be great.
hungry, Lola.
Girl.
Bruh. Anyway, yeah. That was my side A, girl.
Ciao.
Let's skip to the next segment, shall we?
Okay, so we're gonna try out a new segment today. The girls are reading. The library is officially open.
The library's been open.
It's been open, but like we're just sharing with y'all, you know. We really loved our book episode that we had last season.
Our reading is fundamental episode, link up there.
So good. If you
that was one of my favorite episodes.
That was one of my favorite episodes, honestly.
If not my favorite.
If you're what are readers called? Bookies,
book talk.
Yeah. You should definitely go check it out. I think you'd find like a lot of good nuggets in there.
Good recommendations in there, especially if you're a romance girl.
Yeah.
You would love that. But yeah, the girls are always reading. Yeah, this is a reading household.
So we were just thinking, like, how do we incorporate this into our show that's obviously in our house?
And our library is right there. So, book of the week. Why not?
Book
you know
of the
what I
week?
mean? Of the week.
Is that of the month?
No, because I feel like next time, I feel like it's gonna be of the week. Of the month.
I'm not gonna be done with my book in a week.
Okay, let's call it book of the month. Book of the
bi-week.
Book of the episode. Book of the book. Okay. Should I do my book first? Let's get it out of the way. Let's get into it. Guys, okay, so okay. For our our listeners at like on audio, the book that I'm holding up right now is called The Lady's Guide to Celestial Mechanics by Olivia White. Wait, White?
Let me see.
This name, Waite, right? This gay ass cover.
Wait.
You guys know that I love a good sapphic romance. That is my bag. That is my chosen genre.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it's not great, I still eat it up because at the end of the day, if there's love and if it's sapphic, I'm right there. However, guys, Lola knows me. I am a quick reader. The last book I read,
this type of book, I feel like should have finished.
The last book I read was maybe twice this size. I finished it in 4 days. I read pretty fast. I don't play. I've been on this book since March 14th. Today is what? April 8th. I'm not even halfway through. Basically, the plot summary of this is that there is a girl. Her name is Lucy, right? The love of her life gets married. A girl, obviously, because they can't get married. This is like 1800s England.
Yeah.
Love of her life gets married because, like, you need a husband. So she's heartbroken, whatever. Her father is dead. You know, it's all around just kind of like not chaotic, a great time for her. She finds out that there's a job where she's going to be able to translate this like astronomy like text right into English from French. So she takes the job. She goes to where the other person is or whatever. The countess of the house, is she a countess or is she a lady? One of those. Is a little bit older. I think there's like a 10-year gap or something like that. La-di-da, they fall in love, whatever, right? As she's working for her. The problem is, it sounds like a nice little plot, doesn't it? The problem is
kind of juicy.
And this is the thing, like, I don't like to, like, anti-intellectualize things, but there is so much subject matter in this book. So much subject matter. The main character is an astronomer, right?
Yeah.
I get it. I've read books where the main character is a writer or this or that, whatever the case might be. They talk about what they get into. They talk about like the things that they're interested in. I get it.
But once you're dragging
but it's so, and maybe it's because I don't care about astronomy. Like this has made me realize I don't care about astronomy.
I took an astronomy class once.
It's so heavy on subject matter, and like I think maybe also the language that it's written in.
I think I dropped it.
Of course, you dropped it because it's not a good subject.
I was not interested.
It's not that great.
I thought we were going to be talking about astrology. I thought it was going to come into it at some point. It never did. It never did. And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, like, heavy on subject matter. I feel like it's supposed to be like I'm not living. I'm not swooning. I'm not kicking my feet, like, and maybe because it's, and I'm not gonna say because it's like a historical romance, because I just read a historical romance that like had me on the edge of my seat literally like 2 months ago. This is just kind of I hate to. I read An Island Princess. I still need you to read that. It's really good. Okay, An Island Princess starts a scandal by oh my god. Her last name is Hernandez. I can't remember her first name, but I will put it somewhere. But yeah, like this is just, for lack of a better word, it's boring.
I'm reading Nikki Payne's Sex, Lies, and Sensibilities right now. I am really enjoying this. I don't remember the last time I read a heterosexual romance. But this is so good. Like, it's a slow burn, like, relationship, but like they're just like crushing on each other in their own like heads. But like still in like a way that they're just trying to get to know each other and like be friends. And it's like, it's really nice to read. Nikki Payne, you are
What is the premise?
The premise? Okay, so the premise of the book is essentially this girl, what's her name again?
You don't know her name?
I do. Her name is Shanora. It's just Nora. Her name is Shanora.
To be like, it can't be that good if you don't know the girl's name.
Her name is Nora. And essentially her dad died.
And why is it always a dead parent?
Yeah. And this is how the book starts, by the way. She's at her dad's funeral. But all she can think about is her sex tape that dropped like 7 years ago. When she was in college, and like, cause obviously, like she's not, cause her sex tape like goes viral, right? It went viral as in like the way that it was on Twitter and GIFs and like people were kind of like tagging it with memes, So like, and it's like hashtag like Nasty Nora, and she was a like star athlete too. So it's like when you Google her, these are the things that come up.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, it kind of took over her career. She had to drop out, all of these things. She finds out that her dad had a secret family, but the twist is her family was the secret family.
Wait, but that's a spoiler.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No.
Okay.
No, it's literally at the start of the book.
Okay.
Trust. This is not a spoiler. I'm
Spoiler
not spoiling.
free.
Spoiler free.
We're gonna keep these spoiler free.
I'm gonna keep it spoiler free for sure. Not giving any spoilers. The only spoiler that I feel like I've given is that, you know, they have a romantic dalliance, but which I think is obvious.
I can't wait to write sex lies and
which I think
whatever.
is really obvious. But essentially, her dad leaves her in his will leaves her like an inn. That's in this dingy part of Maine.
Course.
It's around a reservation. So which is how she meets.
Which is how she meets him. Okay.
Which is how she meets Bear. Which
Also, I will say more interracial romances that are not just a black man or a black woman and a white man or a white woman.
Because I'm enjoying this. I'm learning so much. Even
if we're gonna do interracial love, let's expand it a little bit.
There's a lot of races, you know.
Like there's so many. Pick one.
And this is so enjoyable. Like it's things I haven't really read about or like exactly things I've never read about, because I feel like I've not really read a lot of Native American stories. I think in the past year I've made it more of an intention to. But it's just like really beautiful to read. I'm really enjoying it. I'm early on. I want to say I'm on. The chapters don't have numbers, but I feel like I'm on like a 10th chapter or so. So it's still like very much, you know, slow burn going in.
So recommend?
I heavily recommend. And me saying that while I haven't finished the book, it's amazing. The writer, she's cute, she's concise, she's black.
And I really like the cover.
And
I feel like this is how you do like cartoon or like illustrated thingies, but don't make it look like but don't make it look like a children's book.
This is actually the like hitting premise of it.
Okay.
So her and her sister, because she has a sister, they were left the inn, and essentially they have to turn it over into being something profitable and good, or they're gonna owe the other family $3 million. Why? Because the other family is just like, they literally just hate them so bad that they have to return the money back to them if it doesn't work out. It's like, that's like so ew.
Can't wait to read it whenever I get over this bullshit. I won't call it bullshit. I won't call it bullshit. But yeah, I don't recommend, but I also do not recommend. And definitely recommend that, yes?
I will not be reading, yes.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Back at it again. Lolo, do you care to do the honors and let us know what we're talking about today? Drum roll. Not like we need one, we already know.
Queer awakenings in media. She's delightful.
There's a lot. I don't know.
There's a lot, and I feel like blanking is so wild to me. I feel like
my queer awakenings happened strictly in media. Yeah. No, that is not true.
That is not true.
That is not true. That's not true. Shout out to my crushes in high school. But yeah, I have a lot. I just want to say the most important person on this list is Queen Latifah.
Yeah, I was just
gonna specifically Queen Latifah as Khadija in Living Single. My brain chemistry was forever altered. To this day, I'm obsessed with Queen Latifah. I understand she's old enough to be my mother. I don't think of her that way. And I would like to never think of her that way. She's so fine. And the thing about Khadija was that she was so like, because I don't want to, she didn't necessarily fit into like any specific box, because I would say she was quite femme on the show. Yeah. But there was something like about her energy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Was very dominant and just like,
it was also just Queen Latifah's energy at that time. You know what I mean? Just very dominant, but also not in like an announcy kind of way. She just kind of like had a suave about her and was very like charismatic, very funny,
Yeah.
very like always like fitted down. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Which was like already always fucking fitted down. And
Yeah.
like she pulled so many niggas on that program.
No, for real.
Like
Literally.
she was bathing in these men. And I'm like,
and they were falling like flies.
that is a lesbian. That
Literally.
is a lesbian.
But that, you know something, that's just Queen Latifah
That's Queen Latifah in general.
In general.
She has chemistry with
And,
everyone.
like literally Queen Latifah romantic comedies, and I feel like I'm a good source for this. Queen Latifah romantic comedies, she's literally a leading woman.
She's such a leading woman.
She can make anyone fall in love with her.
She has chemistry
cannot
with
kill me.
everyone. And I wish, I mean, obviously sets it off, but like, I wish I could have seen her in like a queer romance, like
Yeah.
at that time. Like the only queer role that I'm like recalling that she ever did was Set It Off.
Yeah.
And like that was, it's not really, I mean, elements of romance, but also
Yeah.
yikes, you know.
LMAO.
But also that movie I will never forget. The first time I watched it, we were in the living room with mommy and daddy, and that one scene where like Queen
Set It
Latifah is
Off?
laying
Yeah.
down and like the girl is like on like whatever she was on dancing for her comes
Yeah.
up, and I'm just in the living room like okay.
Wow.
And like me, mommy and daddy are doing that thing where
Where
like
it's like,
everyone
oh,
is
looking
looking
around, yeah.
around.
I
But
hate that.
I'm over here like something
me
about
see.
this is hitting for me. But yeah, Queen Latifah, but specifically Queen Latifah
As Khadija.
as Khadija in Living Single. That did it for me.
Yeah. I think it's really crazy that my first person on my list
Was
is,
Queen Latifah?
No.
Was who?
Is Shigo and
No, that's valid.
And that'd be
valid. Cartoon character. Valid.
I
It's
don't
canon.
know.
It's a canon event.
I don't
can't
know.
believe I didn't think about that.
I don't know what's going on with my
Canon
brain
events.
chemistry.
It has to be canon that Shigo is like pansexual. It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be. If it's not, I don't know what they're doing.
I don't even think pansexual. I think that was
You think
a
that was a
hardcore
hardcore
lesbian.
lesbian?
I'm sorry. Like, there's just something about her that was just so like, ugh.
I don't know what it is about
I like
like
them dark.
also
Just kind of evil, please.
I don't know what it is about also like the something about them using the color
Green, yeah.
did something. I don't know what it is because like green is not necessarily like a sapphic color, but
it just
yeah.
She just had
I can't believe I didn't think of
whatever
that. She had
it was,
whatever it was.
Whatever
she had
it was, like I was praying that Kim Possible would kick her. I was praying that she would kick Kim Possible's ass.
Yeah.
Like I'm not supposed to be rooting for you, girl. Like no.
Also, it's like I feel like Shigo energy was the energy that I had when I was like a teenager, but like hoped that I would have in adulthood. Yeah. I've become a little nicer, I would say. Do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe sound a little more confident about it.
Yeah.
But
nicer.
I was very Shigo as a teenager, so I felt very seen by her, but like also facts.
Was your next one a cartoon?
No.
Okay, so
it's funny because none of the things on my list were cartoons.
God. Okay, I
didn't even think about that.
I'm actually gonna do my last one, and because it's two of mine are cartoons on here.
I knew that would be the case, though. I knew
the
it.
first ones.
I knew it.
But it's Regina Rocket, literally from Rocket Power. I
don't remember any characters from Rocket Power.
Oh my god, I don't know. Skaters.
Let me check.
Something about skating is just so
yeah, for sure.
Delectable
Rocket Power
and hot. And to be fair, guys, I was a child.
One with the yellow, the green and yellow pants.
Yeah, like the camo pants, like
she gave heavy STEM vibes.
Yeah, like the lilac top. She was just so cool. I don't know.
Heavy skater STEM vibes. I feel you.
Yeah, but that was my
also number 5. Last honorable mention. That was on your list.
That was also.
I mean, if you're black and you don't say number 5, bro, I don't know. Like, I'm
sorry. I didn't want to be her. I wanted to be with her. Like what?
I love that you made that PG.
Yeah.
It took you a minute. It took you a minute to compute in your mind.
I said.
Yeah. My next, I guess this one is like a twofer.
Yeah.
But Shane and Bet. For two very different reasons, right?
Oh, man.
Shane, obviously, because Shane, and I also want to say,
I can't specify Shane season 1.
Season 1, when oh my god, that one clip where Shane is in like the little like vest and the pants.
It lives on my Twitter.
It was, wasn't it like you posted it? Yeah, it was your picture for a while.
Sorry,
that
obsessed.
One clip where Shane is just this skinny in a tiny little like vest and like low-rise pants. Walking around thinking she was hot shit with a little toothpick in her mouth.
She was hot shit. Wow.
And I saw someone post the other day and was like, oh, L Word fans, don't come for me, but like, I thought Shane was unattractive. Said no one ever.
Like,
even the people who like Shane is not their type.
I'm not particularly attracted to white women, hey, but
that is a white woman of choice.
The voice.
And I don't want to say I met her. I didn't meet her.
You saw her.
But I saw her at a Rite Aid in LA.
Period.
And she did not want to be bothered. And she looked really mean, and it just made it better for me, honestly, because that's exactly. She was in a yellow jumper though.
Oh, she looked mean.
It was she was clearly like she had on a hat and like glasses and was going to pick up her prescriptions. I'm like, you go, old lady.
She said, I do not want to be bothered.
Even, like, I feel like if I had tried to talk to her, she would have elbowed me. But I was just so grateful to have seen her. That was an awakening. But I'm saying Bet in a different way because I don't know, Bet kind of like opened my eyes to like a different type of queer person I think, where she was older and like she was more of like a corporate corporate gay, I guess, in its world where like I feel like a lot of depictions of like queer people at the time outside of the L word were like loosey goosey and like fuck ups and like, you know what I mean? Obviously like these fucking stereotypes, right? She was so together and like bossy and like, but also like extremely neurotic, and I felt very seen by that.
Her duality is like one of my favorite things about.
The most neurotic person on that cast to me, Sha. To me is the day she found out that Tina cheated. Bruh. Like you didn't cheat first. Didn't she cheat first?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
But no. Her thing was she cheated with a man. Like, and I think I understood it because Bet was Tina's first queer relationship.
Yes.
So she's just, it can also be like,
in that case though, how do you, it's wild to me, right, that you choose to be with a woman who has historically been with men.
Yeah.
And then said woman goes and is with a man, and then you're like,
freaks out.
You're freaking out.
Freaks out.
Oh,
bruh.
Oh, you didn't know who you went and picked from the bunch?
Bro, the vitriol.
Like, I need lesbians. I need so many lesbians to be so fucking for real.
Gosh.
And studs do this a lot, where it's like y'all love like bisexual women or pansexual women, or even just women who in your mind you turned them out or whatever the case might be. You love the concept of turning someone out. You love the idea of it. Now that lady goes to be with a man, and you're shaking and throwing up and sliding down the wall,
bruh. Literally sliding down the wall.
All right, like, literally. Let's be so serious, all right? But yeah, I felt very, very, very seen by Bet, and I still do. And you know what? Fuck y'all for canceling the L word Gen Q. I will never forgive you.
Boo.
Who was your next one?
This is actually a really good one, and I don't know why it wasn't my first one that I thought of, but like Megan Good, and she was everywhere when I was younger. Yeah. She was everywhere. Megan Good was everyone's awakening, queer or otherwise. She was everywhere, literally. And we used to have like hella magazines in my house. Like we had like a lot of Vibe magazines. And
we had a lot of Vibe magazines, a lot of Ebony, a lot of XXL.
Yeah, I love how much like physical like
stuff we had and
honestly.
Our parents did not keep.
Like,
love that.
I mean, not peep, but like, you said
our parents didn't keep.
Didn't keep, yeah.
They didn't keep anything.
Terrible.
Like, we grew up with so much physical stuff: DVDs, magazines, CDs, vinyls,
all of it.
All of it gone because, like, I don't know if
I don't know. They just don't take them as as precious as we do.
I think because obviously, like, they came up in the time where all of these things were commonplace, so they didn't think it was that important to, like, save them.
But, like,
now these things are collectibles, and it's like, damn, like, we would have liked those.
Those are probably pieced apart somewhere right now. But yeah, Megan Good was so wow. What a lady.
She's really in her flop era, because I don't know how you're somebody who is so, like, that was everybody's, like, it girl. And now your full-time job is following a criminal up and down and pretending to be in love.
And really, his ride or die.
Even if it's a publicity, even if it's like a publicity relationship, I'm like,
it's not a publicity relationship,
and that's why I'm convinced it's not.
Her. So, and literally, like, she was just on her whole revival, like, trying to revive her career, all of that work, and then you ruin it with Jonathan Majors.
It's just so kind of, like, pathetic. I don't know.
Anyways, I'm not talking about her now. I'm talking about her.
Her then.
That was super hot to me. I don't know. Loved it.
Megan Good, specifically in what's it called? Deliver Us from Eva.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite movies as well.
Oh, I just thought of one. Wow. As we've said, Deliver Us from Eva, and somebody who's still my crush till this day,
Gabrielle Union.
Yes, and I will, and
I wouldn't have said that for your type.
Till this day, I'm sorry. I said I do not have a type.
You did say you don't have a type.
I do not have a type. This is a range.
Yeah. I feel like Gabrielle Union is like Bet in like a different universe. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do see that.
Yeah.
I do see that for
especially in Deliver Us from Eva. That one scene where she has her little ponytail and the red suit and she's walking down.
Yeah.
I feel you. My next one is Lafayette from
I knew you were going to say that. You know, I just knew you were going to say that.
Rest in peace. That character did so much for me. Not even in terms of like attraction.
Yeah.
But it did so much for me in terms of like conceptualizing like queerness in general and like what that could look like. And like Lafayette is such an important character. And I feel like because like True Blood as a show is not necessarily like prestigious. It's more of like in the realm of like trashy vampire TV from like that era.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not necessarily really talked about how just how much like that character like was like it's kind of like an Uncle Clifford before there were anyone ever conceptualized like having like an AMAB like character that was like fluid, gender non-conforming and you know, but also wasn't like a caricature in the way that they made a lot of gay men where it was like a sidekick character or like a comic relief character.
Yeah.
He was just there and was just fab and mean, but also a heart of gold and like always had looks, like the makeup was always sitting.
Literally.
That was such a good character.
Oh my god, there's somebody on TikTok that reminds me
of Lafayette?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was so sad when he passed. And like, that character, I really, really, really want that character to get.
I actually, you know, even as you talk about it now, I'm trying to think. I don't remember the first piece. I don't remember who the first queer person I saw in media
on TV was. I'm
really trying to even like dig deep, and all that's coming up for me is Shay Mitchell in Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
And that's really crazy.
I think a lot of times when we were watching a lot of like TV and whatever with a lot of queer representation that went unspoken, or a lot of characters who we maybe 10 years down the line realized were queer people or stuff like that, because a lot of the times they had to keep all of these things like you see that day that I was going down the list of like famous like lesbians or whatever, and it's like, oh my god, this person. Even Lily Tomlin, like it immediately I saw that I'm like,
that shocks me,
but it was never like, you can't necessarily point to a role where you're like, oh, Lily Tomlin as like queer representation on TV in a way that is like explicitly just like said, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's so many of those where it's like, even as queer people and like people who are just like even stumbling on the thoughts of like okay.
Maybe.
It's kind of like we're seeing things in these characters that we're kind of like, but there's no
Ryan Evans.
there's no like space to like talk about it, and no one is necessarily acknowledging anything.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like this unspoken, like, oh, this character is blah 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 coded, you know?
Ryan Evans.
There's a lot of that.
Literally.
I mean, we just watched High School Musical like 3 weeks ago or a month ago.
Why they try to force a relationship.
He and Sharpay were having a queen off. Do you understand?
Bruh.
Even I Don't Dance, between him and Corbin
Sexual
Blue,
tension.
they were having a queen off.
Like, sorry.
I'm like, these are queens. These are queers. These are gays. Like,
and then we forced the Kelsey relationship, even though Kelsey,
and what was that?
in my mind, is like,
that is a lesbian.
let me not say too much.
That is a lesbian. Like,
Let me not say
please.
too much.
Like,
we didn't need to do that. We needed to do that.
Yeah.
But the last person on my list, and I think this is a good person to end on, and honestly, the only white woman I've ever found attractive.
Oh, my next one is a white woman too.
Oh, mine is Cher. I really love Cher.
Oh, Cher.
I'm in love with Cher. I'm in love with Cher like she's my mom now, but when I was growing up, I was not in love with Cher like
In
she was
that
my
way.
I was not that way. Like, I just thought she was so beautiful. Like,
She was stunning.
stunning.
Not even beautiful, stunning.
And she had just this like aura about her that
About
was just
her.
like confident and but dark and just like, oh, I love the way Cher has like lived her life and like moves through the world.
Yeah.
I think she's so like mystical and like, I don't know,
Yeah.
just
And
amazing.
Cher, by extension, is queer. I feel like anyone that's indoctrinated into like being like a gay icon
Yeah.
gets like a badge, you know, like
Ally.
their little like repeater badge, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ally.
Cher had a like a vibe about her.
Yeah.
My White Woman, and this is very niche. If you watch this show, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
Is it
It's
rain?
like, what were you
Is it
gonna
rain?
say? No.
Okay, go.
I feel like everyone should have watched
Let's rain. I hope y'all have
The
watched
thing I'm
Rain.
about to say is genuinely niche. It's
Okay.
Lost Girl. They had to have gotten you like at a very specific time because
Not Lost Girl.
it's. Have you seen it?
no.
No one has.
I mean, I saw it on Mnet, but I never watched it.
It's maybe 10 of us on this earth that watched Lost Girls. This Canadian show that also came up during the time of like trashy like vampire and werewolf
Werewolf
shows.
shit, yeah.
But she was this like bisexual. That was, I think, high key, that was the first bisexual woman I ever saw on TV.
Yeah.
High key. Because when I watched Lost Girl, I was maybe like 14, maybe 15.
Yeah.
I think. That was the first bisexual woman. And it was explicit because she was consistently, because obviously these shows had to have like their love triangle
Triangles,
trope.
yeah.
She was
Always.
consistently in the love triangle with this guy and this girl. And I was always she was a terrible person.
Yeah.
But I was so tantalized by it. I was like, girl, thank you for putting a name to this. That's what that is.
Yeah.
And also, like, I look at her now and she's really just a white
Yes.
woman, but she looks like a diet, like, Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
Big titties, dark hair, angular face. Like, that was, like, the vibe. And she always wore leather. Like,
Who were we comparing Kat Dennings to? We're not comparing them, but we're talking about
there was somebody else with big boobs.
Yeah. Oh, Renee Rapp.
Renee Rapp. Was it Renee Rapp? Was it?
I don't know.
That feels like an obscure comparison. Like, big
Yeah.
boobs can't be the only thing. That feels a bit obscure. I feel like
Oh
it
my
wasn't.
God.
I feel like it wasn't Renee Rapp.
I don't think it was Renee
I don't think it was
either.
Renee Rapp, but it was
But
someone else
honorable-
with big titties.
Honorable mention for A Queer Awakening, Liz Gillies as Jade in Victorious. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. High key Shigo in real life without
Yeah.
powers.
Yeah.
Same energy. Same energy.
Okay, you guys, maybe from all the things I've said, maybe I do have a type.
It's just
but
bitchy
it's-
women.
it's-
It's just women with bad
I
attitudes.
just like an attitude. I just
It's
do.
just
I
bitchy
do.
women.
I'm sorry. Like, give me something. Where's the grit?
It's women that look like
Where's the they can bite
yeah.
you. Not like they could bite you. Like they
they
could kill
bite
you.
you, but they would never.
Yeah.
They could kill you, but they would never. Yeah.
You know, like that's
And
exactly.
something about that kind of push and pull, that kind of danger, it's very alluring, I would say.
You
I feel
understand me.
No, I feel you. I
Thank
feel you.
you.
I feel like that's my type in
feel
real
good.
life. And I think that that's really the problem.
LMAO.
Because we won't go into it today.
I feel like that's still my type in real life, but like I get that with like a golden retriever.
Your current partner
we don't with a
is
golden retriever.
the golden
no,
retriever.
like exterior, but no. You guys don't know her. You guys don't know her on the inside,
bruh.
Please,
Sure.
like
Also, the video. First of all, I sent you that video about. This is a segue. We're done with Queer Awakenings. Let me call Lola out real quick. I sent you that video of this couple talking in a baby voice, and you're gonna tell me every couple ever.
Yes.
So maybe I've never been in a relationship before.
No. You want to lie? Do you want to lie?
Me using baby voice.
Oh, I knew this day would come.
Me using baby voice.
You guys, I knew this day would
Lola,
come.
there's nothing you can pull up. What are you gonna pull up? There's nothing you can pull up.
There's nothing I can pull
There's
up.
nothing you're gonna pull up.
But then if I
what are you
but then I'm gonna pull it up, it's gonna hurt your feelings. Like I'm gonna pull it up, it's gonna hurt your feelings.
And why do you know exactly where this shit is? What are you gonna pull up? Because I've never spoken to nobody in a fucking baby voice, bitch. No. What are you gonna pull up? I refuse. Like, let's see it. Show me the receipts.
And I have to find it. Oh, my iCloud is not paid for.
Who was this person? And I never talked to them in a baby voice.
No. Oh, just because.
Why do you have footage?
Just from when we used to be in the living room, because at some point I started to feel very irritated.
How do you think I feel?
I don't know.
Girl, there's no
Check
way.
it out.
I know, bro.
Check out. But then, literally every couple ever, literally, you guys who are listening, tell me.
Do you talk to your partner in a baby voice? I have never talked to a partner in a baby voice. Never. And no receipts were shown, so... And on that note, guys, thank you for listening to the episode. We love you.
You guys, this girl is just a liar. I'm going to post it on my story. Keep watch.
Subscribe to the channel.
Keep watch, everyone.
Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on social media. We'll be back with another episode before you know it. Bye, guys.
Keep watch on stories.
Girl, bye.